Hello all you beautiful people and welcome back to another Path of Titans video, and today we got a brand new TLC and we got new critters and new abilities, and to be honest this might be the best update the game has ever got so far. Like this, I absolutely love everything in this update. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch through the update and then I'm going to break it down and explain everything, then we'll jump on to the dev blog and see if there's anything else added there that's not in the video. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. If you do enjoy the video, please remember to like and subscribe and leave comments and share the video and tell me all your thoughts and all that, and what you feel about this update and what you think the game still needs. Down in the comment section, right there, let's go.
We've just released a new patch for Path of Titans. In it, we have new features such as a TLC update for the Daspletosaurus, a new updated bone break mechanic, 2 new critters that are now roaming the lands, and various other game improvements. First, let's take a look at the changes we've made to Daspletosaurus. Daspletosaurus charges into the fray with the new reworked Bone Break status effect, and also gaining several other ability options. Daspletosaurus can now use the new Feral Instinct Sense ability to increase its armor-piercing damage, making it perfect for breaking through the tough defenses of larger dinosaurs. To even further increase its damage, combine it with an updated Tyrant Roar vocal ability to boost its damage output, increasing in power with each new Tyrannosaur group member. And if your Daspletosaurus is low on health and needs extra power to finish off its prey before it falls, the new Rampage Sense ability increases this predator's damage by up to 50%. Daspletosaurus also has 2 very unique hides available that will dramatically change its playstyle: Dense Scales and Thin Scoots. Dense Scales reduces how much damage Daspletosaurus takes from larger foes, but makes it weaker against smaller opponents, and Thin Scoots is simply the opposite, making Daspletosaurus much tankier versus smaller adversaries at the cost of making it weaker to larger ones. This means Daspletosaurus must plan which prey they will be targeting for its hunts to be sure to equip the best hide for the job. We've also been focusing on expanding our critter collection and are happy to announce Bagaceratops and Silosaurus have made their way into Path of Titans. Silosaurus is a very quick and skittish critter that can often be found grouping together a bit like deer. However, don't underestimate them as they tend to lash out and bite to defend themselves if provoked by smaller creatures. Also welcome Bagaceratops, a tiny aggressive protoceratopsid from the Cretaceous period. This compact herbivore critter is perfect for smaller dinosaurs to test their skills on and can be found all over both Gondwa and Pandora. Alongside our Daspletosaurus TLC and newly released critters, we're also happy to announce map POI names. When players enter an area for the first time, they will now discover the area, which reveals the name of the location on the full map and comes with a small reward for each new location discovered. Be sure to explore the entire map to reveal the whole region. We hope you enjoy Daspletosaurus' new and updated abilities, and that you have fun encountering the new critters on your favorite Path of Titans map today. We look forward to hearing your feedback, and thank you for your support as we continue to bring new content to Path of Titans. We'll see you in the next update.
So to kick us right off, Daspletosaurus has got a whole brand new model update TLC. There'll be a little picture on screen right now which will literally show you the difference of what it used to look like compared to what it does now. This is actually straight from the actual Path of Titans dev blog that's on their actual website. So that's what it looks like now. I honestly really like it. I think it's a massive improvement. It looks a lot cooler. I genuinely love the redesign like so much. Like even all the subspecies, they look so cool. I love them all. And along with this whole TLC remodel, it is also launching with the brand new Bone Break abilities, that being the whole Bone Break rework and the new ability called Fracture. We also get a bunch of new abilities for our Daspletosaurus. So the first one up is a brand new Sense ability called Feral Instincts, and it is a sense that increases your armor piercing damage. We also got a brand new vocal ability, which is a Tyrant's Roar, a vocal ability that boosts damage output. Now they do say that this is a Tyrannosaurid ability, because the one using the Roar right there, I'm pretty sure that's the Alioramus. So Daspleto, Alioramus both have this, and possibly T-Rex. I haven't actually checked, I've not been in game at all to actually check, but the T-Rex might have this Tyrant Roar as well, because they do say Tyrannosaurids, and that is our 3 Tyrannosaurids in the game. And we also get another new Sense ability. This one is called Rampage, and it's a Sense ability that increases your damage by 50% if you're low on health, which to be honest, that is kind of insane. Like, Daspletosaurus were always pretty powerful, but now if you've got one on low health, he's going to do 50% more damage, which that is honestly insane for Daspletosaurus to get something like that. Finally, we got 2 brand new hide abilities. The first one is Dense Scales, which is an ability that reduces incoming damage from larger foes. However, you are weaker to smaller ones, so that means you could face tank things like Rexes, Eos, I'm trying to think of other big creatures, Dinosaurs, Spinos. It'll make you a lot tankier against them, but things like Allosaurus, Andontosaurus, Deinonychus, Layton, you'll all be a lot weaker to them. And Thin Scoots does the exact opposite. All the smaller creatures will do reduced damage to you, making you far more tankier and harder to kill. However, if you come across bigger creatures, for example, like the Rex and the Eel, you're gonna get absolutely smashed because you take more damage from them. So you definitely are gonna have to pick and choose what hide ability to use depending on what you're fighting, which is something I kind of like. It means it kind of forces you to have to do two different kind of almost playstyles with one creature. I really like that, actually. And with this update, we also got the two brand new creatures are finally in the game, that being Bagaceratops and Silosaurus. So these two little guys are now in the game, wandering around. Silosaurus is far more skittish, will only attack you if you're a small creature or possibly a baby, where Bagaceratops seems ready to fight anything, even a fully grown adult dinosaur. So they're out in the world, keep an eye open for them. Now the last thing that they state they've added in the video for this update is something I don't think any of us were ever actually expecting was going to come, but I'm very glad for it, and that is points of interest. So now when you go into new locations, for example, say you're travelling from the Grand Plains to Impact Crater, or even to like the Rainbow Hills, to the Hunter's Thicket, you're going to actually get some marks for discovering that new location, and then when you open your map, it's actually going to tell you where that location is, which to be honest is something I never thought we'd ever get, but I really like it. It will definitely help newer players learn the map. Definitely a very welcome addition that I don't think anyone else was expecting, but I'm very happy to have it. With that, that is everything stated in the video that has been added, but however, we're going to hop over to the dev blog, where there is actually one thing on the blog that's not in the video. The one thing that's here that's not in the video is about the new Bone Break update. So we'll just have a quick little read through this. With this update, we have also updated the Bone Break mechanic to behave differently, and also new features, improved effects. Attacks will now no longer be able to directly break a bone and cause the dramatic slowing effect. Instead, these same attacks will now cause a fracture. The fracture will build up over time, and with consecutive attacks causing this affected target to move slower and slower. Once the fracture reaches a certain point, they will trigger a full bone break, which will act similarly to the current bone break. All dinosaurs that inflict bone break will now use the new system, and their attacks will cause gnarly bones to poke into the dinosaur's limbs. Thanks for reading, and we'll see you in next month. Honestly, I love this. Like, see this? The bones actually like protruding out of the skin. That looks badass. That, along with the whole new Kentro ability that you can like put spines into creatures, it just looks so cool. Like, I honestly think the game is really in its best state to get into it, especially with them also addressing the whole solo player issue recently. That was also a big thing, if you've been following, that they've addressed that as well, and there's a whole new playstyle coming to the game. If it's not already in the game, I haven't checked. I think it might already be in it, I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, I've also seen a lot of people kind of already complain about this, saying that this basically breaks the Andontosaurus, our Ankylosaurid in the game, where honestly, I think people are really overreacting. The Anky was ridiculously overpowered. Like, I don't care what people say, I don't care how you play the game, the Andonto is so broken. It's so overpowered, it's not even funny. So I am more than happy that this basically nerfs the bone break ability that dude has. So people can't just sit. I mean, you can still sit and hunker for ages for a whole fight if you want. I mean, that is kind of how you're meant to play. But you're not going to be as effective as you used to be, which I am all for that. Like, I do love the Anky, the little Andonto. I love playing as it. It's super fun playing as your little potato. But it really is the most ridiculously powered dinosaur in the game. Yes, they're meant to be tanky because they're an Ankylosaurid, makes sense, but they're far too tanky compared to every other creature in the game. It's just so ridiculous. Now, before we wrap up with the video, there is two more things that I have found out from checking on Reddit. So Machine Raptor has posted this on Reddit: ability refunded. So what they've found out is that any abilities you previously owned on a creature that are now no longer basically in the game, like you can't use it anymore, you're actually going to get your marks refunded when you load into the game, which is kind of amazing. Because imagine, for example, if there was a creature that had an ability that cost like over 1,000 marks and now it's been removed and you can't get it anymore, you're going to get that 1,000 marks back, which I know on some servers it's not a big deal, but on like official servers and like realism servers that are super strict, losing that amount of marks can honestly be a really big deal for you getting like a skin or a new ability or even buying home cave decorations. So I really love the fact they've done this, so it's not like, oh, we're taking abilities, boo-hoo, get over it. It's like, no, you can have your marks back. That's a really good move by them. And the last thing as well that I have found out, I don't know if this is from the previous update, which is why I'm not covering the whole changes on this. If this is from the current update, let me know and I'll do a quick little short video going over it. But a lot of creatures have had a lot of slight changes. Burzboldia has had its combat weight reduced to 5,500 from 7,000. It also has reduced tail attack damage to 5 from 20, which is kind of insane. It also has increased tail attack cooldowns to 4 seconds from 3 seconds, not a big deal. It also has now added tail knockback, and the tail attacks are unlinked between the tail attack and tail slam cooldowns, which means you can have both the tail attacks and their cooldowns, so you can tail slam and tail whip at the same time basically. And as well, the Eel Triceratops has had its health increased to 1,100 from 800, so that's quite a big increase. However, its combat weight has also been decreased to 5,500 from 6,500. And its Sharpened Horns ability cooldown has been reduced to 180 seconds from 360 seconds. So that is kind of insane. Again, I've already seen some people complaining about now the EO can't face tank as well, but I mean, it's had its health buffed up by quite a bit. And with the Burzboldia, it does seem that with the tail attack reduction is kind of ridiculous, like its damage being reduced to 5 from 20. It's very likely Burzboldia is probably going to be the next creature to get TLC'd, because the Pycnosaurus, that also got a massive nerf before it got its TLC, so there's a very good chance Burzboldia could be the next dinosaur to get TLC. That is everything that I'm aware of completely covered. If I've missed anything, please let me know down in the comments section. If I've got anything wrong, please let me know as well, just so I know for future. And if you've got any questions, again, comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I hope you'll have a lovely, wonderful day. I'll see you all in the next one.